Fashion is actually the largest polluter in the world, second to coal. 10% of the world's carbon impact actually comes from the fashion industry. So cotton, as an example, is it's less than 3% of the world's agriculture, but uses up to 20% of the most harmful insecticides, 10% of the most carcinogenic pesticides. And then when you actually look at the processing of that cotton, it's processed often with, or usually with, chlorine bleach. Then when it's dyed, you see things like heavy metals and formaldehyde, real toxic chemicals added into the production of cotton textiles. So people think, oh, well, cotton is natural. But it's not so natural when you pull the curtain back and you look at the human and environmental impacts. In fact, in India, every half an hour, a conventional cotton farmer is committing suicide because they're getting stuck on what we call the pesticide treadmill, where they're getting lured in by the seed companies. Then their plants and their crops are becoming dependent on the pesticides because, of course, the bugs build resistance, and as the bugs build resistance, the pesticides get stronger. The farmers are leveraging their farms to the banks partnered with the seed companies in order to stay alive. And what happens is they get stuck on these treadmills and they go into despair where they've killed the soil, that they've been farming for hundreds or more years. And at the same time, we see huge health ramifications in these communities. And of course, they can't even sustain their livelihoods now because the cost of the pesticides are so high. And so the farmers are actually drinking the pesticides and committing suicide. So we have social and environmental issues in the cotton industry globally that are so devastating. Over 95% of the cotton being grown is genetically modified. So we need to not just be looking at our food system, because it's not just what we eat that matters, it's what we wear that matters. A conventional cotton garment is so heavily ridden with pesticides and other toxic chemicals that it is not natural. And whereas a GOTS certified textile, a Global Organic Textile Standard certified cotton garment, is looked at from the soil, from the farm itself, making sure that we're using all certified organic farming methods that are parallel to the organic food crops. 60% of a cotton plant also goes into the food stream. So there's a deep interconnection between food and fiber. Cotton seed is used for dairy feed, and also the oil is used in many of the bread and snack products that people are consuming. So a GOTS certified textile is guaranteed to be free of pesticides, GMOs, insecticides, and herbicides like glyphosate, or Roundup, which of course contains glyphosate. Cotton is a very heavy user of Roundup. And then it's also free of chlorine bleach and formaldehyde and heavy metals and all the toxic finishes and chemicals that are added in processing. So gotta buy organic because it really makes a huge difference.